I'm out here in the cutting area right now, as you can tell, not out in the quilting room, and I am getting ready to trim up the wonderful quilt that my mama made for my dad for a nap quilt. Daddy can get warm in his naps, so as I mentioned in a previous video, and you can see that when you hit the arrow down below, it will take you to other videos of this quilt getting stitched out. As you can remember from that, I actually put a layer of flannel as the batting in this, so it's just the 2 layers of the quilt plus the flannel, and that's making it sturdy enough to make a little nap quilt out of it. The wonderful interlocking blocks quilt right here, Optical Illusion, so much fun. Have you made anything like this? So I'm getting ready to do the trimming, and I want to recommend that I always suggest you have me do the trimming. One is I have the space in which to do the trimming. I have a big table. 2, I have the right tools to do the trimming. I have a large rotary cutter, which really gets a lot of action going. I also am very fastidious about it. I am very careful to make sure that I am following an inner line like a border or a block to be able to make sure everything is nice and square. When you show up and you see your quilt, and rather than having all of the backing and the batting hanging over the edge, sometimes scraggly pieces, it is completely ready to go. It looks amazing. It looks just like it's going to look once it gets the binding on it. And the last thing is there's no procrastination. You're ready to go. You might have your binding already prepared, and once you get it home, wham, bam, you're ready to get that binding on there. Even better, consider having me doing the binding for you. So lots of options. I am going to be trimming this up. So I'm following actually... There's a small inner border right here, and that's what I'm following with the line of my ruler in order to do the cutting. I also wanted to mention that if you have plenty of backing left over, I will always return or send back the batting with you. If it's just a little, or backing, if it's just a little tiny bit of something that I figure you're not going to be using at all, unless you mention to me, I need every tiny scrap. If it's small little things, then that's going to go into my waste bin where I give to the gal that makes beds for the Humane Society. But if you have large areas, I'm always going to be returning that to you. So you don't have any fear about that backing not being returned. I'm going to be lining this up, following the inner line of that inside border right there, and then I'm going to hold down my ruler firmly, gently but firmly, and I'm going to take a big, long, wide swoop with my very sharp rotary cutter that is large and going to be able to handle the distance very nicely. One big, long swoop. And when I get done, then you've got all of this taken off and ready to go and prepared for the binding, which my mom has at her house. So she is going to do the binding on it. But there you go. All finished, all ready to go. She looks amazing. Contact me at the quilting studio and let's get a quilt over here to be done.